Okay, guys, it's preseason game. Green Bay Packers, 4:25 kickoff. Whoa. What the heck was that voice, huh? By the way, I see it. I know what's going on. And that voice now is just going really high. Can it happen a second time? We'll keep an eye on it. Okay. Let me just bring this up. Okay. A couple things real quick. These preseason games, Saleh was asked in the preseason before the Packers, are you worried that these things can get out of hand sometimes? And Saleh seemed pretty confident, no, that this one would be okay. The guys know what they're going up there for. The Packers know what this is all about, on and on. And for the most part, it's been pretty darn cool. But we keep our fingers crossed for next week against the Eagles, that nothing bad happens and no injuries come from it. Because as you saw from the Giant Brown get together, that these things can turn ugly real fast. And there was a reason Saleh was asked, is that it's commonplace that these things go sour at some point. And you just wonder if after this year, the Jets just decide, you know what, let's just do it with the Packers. The coaching staffs know each other. The players know that. And the players know that if they act out of whack, it makes their coaching staff not look too good, and they don't want their coaching staff to not look good with their friends. And these guys are friends. So there's that real respect factor that I expect this definitely to happen with the Packers again next year, but you wonder if there's going to be a second team involved. Again, if the Jet-Eagle thing flies through, great. I'm not betting on it. I'm really not betting on it. These, especially, Eagles, Giants, Jets, the whole closeness thing. It does not take much for these guys. They come up with things in their head of why they just don't like, and they go with it. Okay, the second thing. Picture of me. This is a quote from a young lady. Okay? Oh, come on, Jay. Why didn't I have this ready? There we go. She says, I look forward to seeing him play with, I started too low. But I'm happy to see blank have an opportunity that he has looked for so long. I think he would have had this opportunity regardless. I look forward to seeing him play with Carl Lawson. But I don't think blank is going to disappoint. I know he's not going to disappoint at all. He's going to go out there, contribute to his team with every opportunity that he gets. So the bottom line is, blank, of course, is Bryce Huff. And Bryce Huff goes on to say that basically his whole life, his career in school, that his coach walked up to him and said, listen, yes, we're not getting the doors knocked down from Alabamas and the Auburns. He ended up going to Memphis, and the Jets drafted him late. And you know what? I just saw that real quick. I don't remember. Was he drafted, or was he a after draft? Anyway, the bottom line is, he didn't end up going to Auburn. He didn't end up going to Alabama. He ended up going to Memphis. He made a name for himself. You do YouTube highlights of Bryce Huff, Memphis, and you're going to see him just rolling people. And then we saw bits and pieces of it last year. We saw the potential here and there, but, other issues popped in. I believe the injury bug has caught him. We know that. And then this season, with Lawson on the field, we see him against the Giants for the first sack. Just a bull rush. And then, that's right, I did talk about it. In the fourth quarter, we see him with his second sack. And then I talked about to you guys how I loved the play after that. Because the Giants saw Huff was just pinning the old ears back and going, man. Just blinders, quarterback. And what they did is they ran a delayed run right at Bryce Huff, right on the inside between the tackle and the guard. And Huff was going, man, and he made the read. Pushed tackle right, jumped in, made the tackle for no gain. And I thought that was better than the two sacks. The way he was identified that. And the way the Giants went after him like that. It was intentional. Right after a sack, that's the play they run, you know? So we are rooting for Bryce Huff, and we're rooting for Bryce Huff because the second preseason game, a lot of times, and this is a little bit different, there's only 3, produces that one guy, you know? That one or two guys that looks like he is ready to break away from the pack. And while other guys are still going to have good preseasons and are going to gain their playing time during the regular season, there's that guy that steps up big time. And that's what I'm looking for tonight. And boy, oh boy, if it ends up being Bryce Huff, that would be fantastic. You know, with Lawson going down, you know, so we'll keep a keen eye on for Huff. Cross our fingers that the end of the game at the fourth quarter, that he's nice and healthy and everything is good. And again, other Jets too, some of the young kids, you know, a lot of times, you know, there's several guys, and let's see who it is. You know, that's what I'm looking for. I believe it's going to happen. I really firmly believe that's going to happen. That somebody else is going to step up. Somebody we know has potential, we like very, very much, but we either just haven't seen it or he's a rookie and he just steps up. So that's what I'll be looking for today. And of course, we'll be looking at that guy that lines up behind the center. Sometimes he puts his hands underneath the center. And then sometimes he steps back up and he gets a little shotgun. And we'll be looking at him big time. And we'll be looking for Mr. Mims. And we'll be looking for Mr. Becton, who got a little crap this week. You know? And we'll be looking for Michael Carter to burst a run or two. And we're going to see how the running back position plays out tonight. A lot of good competition going on there. And we're going to see which, you know, receiver tonight steps it up a little bit. And on the defensive side of the ball, we're going to see if we can maintain that pressure. And we're going to see the linebackers longer than we did last week, because from what we saw last week, it was good stuff. And then we're going to see the biggest question mark on the team, the secondary, get to play against Aaron Rodgers. And let's see who Aaron Rodgers during the week, because he's a smart son of a beach. He's a smart son of a beach. Let's see during the week, while he was looking around that defense, did he find one guy and said, I am going to make his Saturday night a nightmare. I'm going to burn him. And let's see if Aaron Rodgers just attacks somebody tonight. And at the same time, let's see if there's a defensive back or two that steps up big time. You know, we're a little soft in the safety position, you know, with Joyner out and you know, all these guys that we drafted that were safeties converted to middle linebackers, you know, all these guys, a couple of them, you know, dying to see how they play. So anyway, that's what this is all about. And I'm really, really excited. Really, really excited. Game kickoff, 4:25, end game, whatever, 7:15, 7:30, 7:35. I take these notes. I should really, really have somebody here with me to decipher what the hell I write. It's amazing that I don't know myself well enough and think as I'm writing, I'm like, you're not going to be able to read that later. It's a horrible situation. The cursing that goes on in here by myself is, you know, straitjacket material. But that's okay. My point behind all that was that at some point, you know, by 8 o'clock tonight, 8:10 tonight, a video will be made. It'll be sent up to the YouTube gods. That's my alarm going off to remind me about the Jet game. Did you hear the clicking, the snapping of the fingers? I'm by myself here, and I'm just figuring that somebody around the bend is going to walk like, you know, a gang or something, walking around the bend like West Side Story. They've come here to kill me. And I changed it last night from my phone call ring. I had never heard that before. And you guys got to witness that. Whew. Wow. Incredible. Okay, guys. That's a lot funnier than I'm giving it credit for. Okay, guys. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the game, and I will see you tonight. You can't plan this shit out. I will see you tonight, whatever time YouTube decides to put this out. It's on my reclining chair. It should be saying Jet Game. Get your ass up. Jet Game. Okay, guys, enjoy.